Hi guys, I would like to welcome you to our brief introduction of Orbit TaskControl. Let's start with creating a new plan. New plan is simply a plan which has a series of tasks which will be executed. We can create it based on a template. We can give it a category, a duration, and most of all, we set it to a specific time. We can allow it to start automatically, which we'll do right now. And we created a plan, and as there are steps already defined in the template, including executors, including descriptions, we can just publish the plan, which means it will be available to executors. They will see it in the interface. And now I would like to give you a brief overview of the user interface. As you can see, you can expand and collide the plan. It can have hundreds and hundreds of lines for really difficult or long-term plans. As you can see, the interface is very easy. We want to make it easy for coordinators. We want to make it easier for executors. You have a basic view, which is pretty much a Gantt-like. You can see a succession of the tasks, and also we support Kanban for plans which are more sprint-like, where you look into the groups more than into the succession of the tasks. We also have a Gantt chart, which is extremely useful if you want to really print it out, if you want to have a big leaflet where you can see all the tasks on one place. Let's go to the basic view, and let's have a look again into what you can do. Most of the executors will, first thing they will do, they will look into the things that belong to their team or that belong to responsibility or part of business. So we can see my colleague Dominic, who supports me during this demonstration, has a couple of tasks there, as well as database team, infrastructure team, and so on. You can search specific tasks. You can search through basically all the fields. You can create a complex filters as well. As you can see, all the tasks have a number, which is an ID, which is extremely useful if you need to create prerequisites. And also you've got description, and as we will demonstrate later, you can also add additional information to specific tasks. Let's assign some tasks to myself and to Dominic as well. You can also unassign if you need to, and then it goes back to your predefined team. And if you are a coordinator, you can always, before you start the plan, you can do any kind of changes to the plan. You can add tasks, edit tasks. Here we will show that you can also add the description, or you can create a hyperlink to some existing instructions or whatever documentation of the tasks you need, scripts, whatever. So you can see the hyperlink. This is very useful where people need to follow complex instructions for one individual tasks. Let's go to something which is very useful before you start. You create a plan as a coordinator. You got a bunch of people that should attend the plan, and you want to know who has already logged on into the user interface of TaskControl and who has assigned a task to a team or to a person, and especially if you have any missing attendance task, orphan tasks that no one would attend. And now to the main fun. Let's go to the starting of the plan and execution to see how it works. We auto start the plan, so you can now see it has just started, which means if it's auto start, you don't have, as a coordinator, you don't have really to be at the console. It can coordinate people by itself, and this is the main aim of TaskControl. First task is open, it's ready. You can never start it before it goes to status ready. And we have to start it and we have to finish it. We want to know when people start working and when they finish. As a coordinator, you can send messages, overlay messages to everyone, which is kind of a big message board. When you need to send messages to everyone about important things that are related to the whole plan. And now we will finish the task that has started. It's just a test task here. We can see its progress, which means how much time has already passed from the start to plan finished. And we have several statuses. We finished this time as a finish, as a default one. No messages at all. This was executed as planned. Now Dominic received a notice that he should start his update monitoring team task. This is what he did. This is what we see. He started the task. He started it 1 minute before the plan start, and the time goes on. This way you can see progress of as many tasks as you need. And once Dominic has finished, I immediately received a notice here that I should start my own task interrupt backup processes. This time I show you that you cannot finish every time with a full success. Sometimes you cannot follow your own instructions and you have to work around the standard way to accomplish an activity. So you have to insert an explanation what you did differently from the plan. And in the next step we will also show what happens if Dominic cannot fulfill his tasks. Cannot fulfill his tasks. He started and he will fail finishing the task. He should have shut down an application server and he was not able to. The task icon will go red. As a coordinator, I will immediately see it. I will see it on the level of the task itself, and I will see it also on the level of the group and even of the whole plan. So as a coordinator, I just checked what Dominic mentioned, why there is a failure, and I can decide to maybe stop the whole plan, really fail the plan, or I will just try to work around it because I know what to do. This time we will just force shut down. Dominic is not allowed to do that, so I will assign the task to myself as a coordinator. I will work around it. I will explain what we have done. And this means the plan is not stopping. All following steps are not stopping. We can go on. We have a workaround. And most of all, we have logged everything that has happened with the task, what we did. Let's look at the Kanban. In Kanban, you basically have just a different view on exactly the same information. Again, it's very straightforward, it's very easy to use. You can see that you can finish and start tasks exactly the same way, only the view is different, focused more on groups of tasks and the way they belong together rather than a succession of activities and their interdependencies. So now let's look into mobile application notifications. We have 3 types of notifications. It's email, text message, and mobile notification. You don't have to watch your TaskControl website. You receive a message, an alert that you can start your assigned activity. For many of our customers, it is even in the middle of the night. You can sleep and just wait for the green light by getting an alarm from mobile phone no sooner or later than actual activity is ready to be executed. This is very practical. So you either can receive an SMS message or a mail like this with a pro link where you can go directly into the plan, specific plan, and into your specific task to execute it. Or you can receive a notification. Notification comes to your mobile device even if you don't have your TaskControl mobile open. So you receive a notification, you can assign any kind of sound that you like with your mobile phone, and again it opens TaskControl mobile applications, which will be shown a bit later, and it allows you to do exactly the same as executor as you would do in the web GUI. Working in mobile application is designed for people that really have dirty hands hanging on a tree or a pylon, and people working in snow and mud. So we just fasten a bit up a few steps in the plan, and we look into the TaskControl mobile. Its aim is to help executors to stop and start very easily the tasks which are assigned to them. So let's look into the plan that we have created before. And you can see that I have already finished several tasks, and there are a few tasks which are in ready state. I can start them. For each task, you see all the details that you need, or you see the predecessors, you know whom to call if you are waiting for someone. And we will start, just for the demonstration, we will start both tasks in the web GUI. And now we switch back with both tasks. We switch back to mobile applications, and you can do exactly the same finish task as you would do on your desktop PC. So we say we finished this one. Exactly the same second a notification comes to TaskControl, and it shows you as a coordinator, you see the same second when people are finishing their tasks. And people who has successor tasks, they start at the same second they receive a notification that they should start something. No delays at all. This is the goal of TaskControl. No delays between successful tasks. This way you finish the whole plan, you finish the whole tasks, and now as a coordinator, most of all, and maybe also as a manager of the team, of the company, I want to know how this activity has been proceeded. What happened? Were there any failures? Were there any delays? Which tasks, which groups of tasks has been delayed towards the plan, or which were faster, which is very important for repetitive activities. You want to get faster, to be more optimized. We have an audit log. You can always export, import to Excel, and you can create a template. Based on this activity, I can create a template. And as you can see, I can either simply create a template from exactly the same plan, or I can use the actual times from the execution. Someone has said, I will work on this 20 minutes, but he started and finished within 14 minutes. Next time I run same activity, I want this person to run it within the 14 minutes again, or maybe faster. And this is exactly what helps me here, creating it based on actual times. This is the golden grail. And you can see you've got a template, and you can create next plans based on the template, which is based on real processing of the plan. Thank you very much for watching this demonstration, and we're happy to welcome you on our page TaskControl CZ.